What is up, my friends, and welcome to another episode of Random 2v2. Today, it's time for some hidden bases. It's a thing I've tried many times in 1v1, also recently in the Protoss episode where I pretended to cheese but expanded somewhere else. And I really wondered, how good are hidden bases in 2v2? 2v2 maps are a lot bigger. You would think there is way more opportunity to hide a base. And since it's harder to read two players at the same time, there's a good chance you're going to get away with it. This is going to be a very fun experiment. Let's begin. Okay, first game of the day is with a Terran against Terran Protoss. Now already on this map I can see that hidden bases are going to be pretty good. I don't really know what strategy would go well with a hidden base though. I guess if you think about a hidden base, it's basically, I mean, first of all, it's a great mind game, right? Like you never know how the opponents are going to react based on what you have. In fact, they would probably be, you know, they would probably not switch it up too much because they just see units. I mean, if they would really read into it well, they would see you don't have enough units, but it's pretty hard to read to make, honestly, especially in 2v2. So what I was thinking is I should go for something like Cyclones, pretty much get map control, scare them back home, and then I can take both of these bases. Oh, let's not open with caps lock. That would be a little bit too vicious for the occasion here. Reaper expand, double gas. Like the thing is, I want to make 4 command centers, right? It's oh, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, I wanted to let him know that I actually did block him. I even delayed my gas for that. That's how good of a teammate I am. You guys see me, right? I ruined my own build. Devastated it. Just to let my teammate know that I messed him up. That's why I always try to make my barracks to the left to not mess them up. But then every freaking teammate already builds it out of the way for me. And then the one time I just plop it down, then he also wanted to plop it down. I guess it's always going to go like that. But yeah, I need to afford 4 command centers, which is really not going to be easy. I could also just skip units. Like, for example, let's say a normal build would be 2 Reapers, 2 Cyclones. I could also just go 1 Reaper, 1 Cyclone. Should be enough to keep them at bay, right? And then go from there. I also need to... should I even send it across? I need to keep this SCV alive, right? So I might as well just send it to the corner right away, I think. That sounds about right. Get my factory down there. Then I'm gonna cut gas heavily already. I know it's an early SCV. I was just worried that I wouldn't be able to escape later, more than anything else. We've got 1 Reaper. I'm gonna use it to scout. It was Terran Protoss, right? Yeah, Terran Protoss. Tech lab in the wall. That's going to be for my 1 Cyclone. I think I might be able to cut even another SCV. Right now I'm mining from 2 gases with 2 workers, which looks a little ridiculous, but it's probably as close to as efficient as possible as this could be, really. Now I hope we're not getting cheese, because that would be a big problem. Well, we do have a blind bunker already, so maybe not. Let's see, am I going to be able to dust this guy? I did dust him by 1 hit already. Sadly for me, there's also a Mr. Adept / Stalker coming. Oh, it's a 2-Rex Reaper. Okay. 2-Rex Reaper. There you go. Or is it... Let's see, Tech Lab finished. I think it's a second bear. It's kind of hard to calculate, right? Because it's a very long rush distance. But I'm pretty sure it's 2-Rex Reaper. I could be wrong. I mean, in any case, he made 2 Reapers, which is something you should communicate, because that means they didn't make an add-on, their build is less economic, blah, 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 right? Now, most people are not going to pay attention to that, so I don't know how much it matters, but I do like being thorough anyway with my reads. Can I escape? Barely, probably. Ooh, that Adept came in just in time. Okay, now the Cyclone is going to be super useful here. If the Reapers... Can I? Please! Oh, but I wanted that so badly. I might still get one. So I'm pretty risky being here, by the way. Reapers are not bad against Cyclones, by the way, if you guys are curious. Really not bad. They killed them pretty fast. Okay, so I think we're going to manage to sneak out. He's going to run past the bunker, which is a little bit of insanity there. It's not going to work too well. He's going to kill a limited amount of workers, I want to say. That one's going to die instantly if he doesn't... The cooldown is about to... Yeah. Okay, he was a little crazy for staying there. I took a risk, honestly, myself, by not going to the high ground in case he microed it. But he was just very tempted to stay around there. Okay, so here we go, guys. 4 command centers, 2 in the corner. I think what we're going to do is save every single mule for the corner base. I think that makes sense. Let's get a orbital there instantly. There we go. Yeah, my rallies look all right. Moving these across is a little scary because keep in mind I have 4 command centers and 1 production facility, which is really not, you know... Oh, this is huge. We're gonna kill an Oracle if I micro correctly. Oh, I was trying to stay out of range of the stasis ward. Yeah, that's my bad. A little bit greedy there perhaps, but it is what it is. Actually, depending on what they have, they might not kill these, which would be Oh, I should have muted the corner. You see, that's just automatic. Yeah, it's all right though. Start getting these gases over here. I have another Cyclone on the way in case, I don't know, he tries to catch me with 3 Oracles or whatever. Pretty sure there was another stasis ward there, right? If they don't have enough to kill my thing... Oh, my teammate's also playing mech. That's pretty nice. If they don't kill my Cyclone, maybe it's good for me to go in and actually trigger that next stasis ward as well. Now, my economy is going to be freaking nuts after a while. I'm kind of tempted to go for a 4cc already, just because, let's be honest guys, stasis wards only with oracles, either that's a uThermal challenge, or they're just going to play extremely passive, right? So, should I go for 5 command centers, or is it just a bit too much? What I'm expecting here is just Skytles with siege tanks, really. So, here we go. 5th command center is going down already. Like, the thing is, guys, this is something really important, okay? If you play a super long game... yeah, exactly, carriers. If you play a super long game, I will have mined out both corner bases already, meaning they have less bases to take, and it will be easier for me to secure the bases I still have to mine out. I'm just going to attack over here. I mean, the carriers are busy in the main base. He has a mothership too. Okay, so this guy... Oh, that's... I knew that stasis ward was there. Actually, it's not really going to matter, to be honest. Okay, I think at least... Oh, he does have concussor cells. That's a little bit... Maybe I can snipe that... I really want to snipe that freaking Oracle. Okay, we're going to be able to kill that. If I microed this better, this would have been totally fine. I think... Can I snipe that? I think I'm gonna get the Oracle at least. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I mean, I lost 1 Cyclone for the Oracle. That is really not bad. Okay, probably start getting these gases here. Just keep dropping mules as well. I'm a little worried because my teammate does not have a lot of space on the map. This might be something very try-hard to notice, but just based on how much space he's taking, I would say he's not doing that good of a job at the macro yet. Like, it's 7 minutes and he hasn't been bothered at all. So he really could have taken a bit more space, you know, more production in the main base or more buildings or all that kind of stuff. What is good about what I'm seeing is that he is making Thors, which is pretty much the right unit to build here. So very happy with that. Need to make sure I don't mess up my rally, by the way. Let's see. That is... Well, that's a drop. I mean... Guys, that is 5 Hellions, 2 Marauders, and a tank. That's the most ridiculous drop I've seen in a while. There's also a Liberator there. These guys do not want to be here. These guys do really not want to be here right now. That mothership is going to get absolutely one-tapped, exactly. My teammate has cleaned it up as well. I'm going to ping the SCVs for him, so he knows to send them back. I just used the idle worker hotkey. Need to make sure... Yeah, okay, it's not my workers from the corner bases that are moving. I mean, at this point, I'm going to expand so fast that I'm going to connect to my hidden bases. I need to keep dropping more mules so they actually mine out. Let's see, this base is pretty much saturated. I have 101 workers already. It's 8 minutes in the game. My opponents really don't have that many bases yet, and I'm on 101 workers on 5 bases. Now, he has a bunch of Thors. Here's the thing with Thors, okay? Thors are very easily outplayable. On high level, the Thor is not generally considered a good unit just because of that. It's very slow. It has good stats. It's a fantastic A-move unit, right? It will pop off at lower levels for sure. But it's like, for example, a recall in the base, it's going to take him 2 minutes to get back there, right? And a recall in the main base is very likely with a mothership into carrier strategy. And yeah, you kind of want to always have a big army, like the perfect army composition when you fight with that. Oh, I'll be able to kill that in a sec. Not going to be a big deal, I think. Hello? Okay, there we go. Does he have anything here? He does not have anything here. Okay, we're going to do a lot of damage here. Teammate with... Yo, this is a fantastic counterattack, really. Absolutely delicious counterattack, or it's not even a counterattack, just a fantastic move by my teammate. Attacked at the perfect timing. It's a caps lock level warning, so that's okay. Oh yeah, Cyclones are really good against Thors. Really good. Yeah, oh, okay, we're gonna need some tanks in here. I don't even have tanks myself yet, unfortunately. I'm kind of wondering whether I should have made those corner bases into planetaries now. Okay, the situation of the game is that we are, as I like to say, theoretically ahead. But practically, it's always going to be different, I think. So our economy is way greater than the opponents because I have 107 workers, okay? I have so much income, it's kind of ridiculous. But we do still have to make the right moves to secure our victory against mech Skytles. And yeah, my teammate has only Thors. I have only Thors for now. They're scanning my third base to know if I have it. I would love to tell them that I am already on like 7 bases, but I'm not sure they would appreciate me telling them that, so I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, I mean, how are we gonna play this game? I honestly do not know. I would love to give the answer. I do not possess the answer right now. I'm gonna build a couple more command centers over here, because why not? If they find it, they find it. There's still nothing over here. Let's go. I am maxed. I would love to fight here. One good tip that I can give you guys. If your economy is great, like in particular if you have a high worker count, you want to trade. Because if you don't, your opponents are going to get up to... let's say they only have 60 workers, right? They'll have 140 army supply and I'm going to have 90. And then you just get wiped off the map in the fight, and that is a problem. Now, my army is huge here. My opponent, or my teammate was just not responding at all. So I think what we're going to do is, first of all, I'm going to kill that massive Artosis pylon, because that has 1 million cannons on it. Okay, this is actually going to be a pretty good fight here, because the tanks are going to destroy the Cyclones. If my teammate came with me, this would have been absolutely delicious. Since he didn't, I am just going to kill the entire Terran army, get a decent-ish trade against the carriers, and now I'm going to be able to remax. I hope my teammate doesn't get wiped off the map too hard. Actually, the Thors are going to do okay. 1-1 against just +1 attack. Probably going to kill one other carrier, especially if he target fires. He would have been able to kill 2. Looks like he's not going to target. Might not even get a single one, actually. But once again, the situation of the game is pretty good. I'm going to... Wait, I lost my barracks, so I can't make orbitals. That's kind of hilarious. That's not a problem that I thought I was going to have, to be honest. We are still in the same position where we're theoretically winning. But it's... I'm always going to be scared going up against carriers, to be honest. Okay, well, this is not going to work. He's actually repairing his teammate's Skytles units, which I really appreciate. I love those kind of moves. Let's see. I'm on 188 supply, but I want to guess that 1 million of that supply is in Thors that are in production. I have 8 factories. What is that? 48 supply in production? That is quite a lot. Or is it even more? No, it's more, actually. What is a Thor? I'm trying to do math while I'm playing. That's always a bad idea. It's more anyway, I think. Let's just forget about it before I make you guys believe I'm too stupid. Okay, it's going to be a pretty nice cancel over here. What is happening here? So he killed the base. My teammate has no economy left, really. Together we have a pretty good army. My tutu is finished. Oh, this is actually a very nice fight against the interceptors here. Going to be able to push in here. Yeah, look at this. Oh, all the interceptors are dying. This is delicious. I think it's a good time to move forward. Maybe we can snipe a carry. That base actually stays alive. Oh, yes, tanks up there. Okay, I was wondering what the heck I was dying to. Oh, damn. I was really hoping that I could siege now. I'm going to give my teammates some money. I sent money so he can rebuild. Keep in mind, this is a big part of the problem here, guys. I can only build so much, right? Like, I still think we're in a decent spot, but I can only build so much. Not really helps. I mean, you can build Thors with it, which I think is pretty good, but... As you wish, my friend. Here, I'm gonna... Maybe you can go for a massive surround there. That would be nice. Let's try to catch him with a double flank. Oh, we're gonna be able to... If he wants to fight, I'm kind of down for that. Here we go. I'm gonna fight from... Okay, look at this. Is this the catch? Barely not the catch. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, he's gonna turn around. I mean, the carriers are already dead, which is really by far the scariest part of all of this. Here we go. A couple of Thors on the flank. Oh, this fight is actually delicious. 2 Thors from up there. I wish we could catch them a little better. Sadly, not gonna happen. I'm just gonna surround those tanks. I think that's gonna be a pretty good fight for the SUVs here. Look at this. Oh my god. Oh, no, he actually said the Cyclones, unfortunately. Okay, I got a couple more Thors on the way. I have a lot of bases. I did lose a couple of my workers, which is pretty nice in this case. Oh, he's trying to target down my production. That's going to be a little painful. Let's see. I can't really have that. Yeah, it's a couple too many carriers. Oh, man. It's another one of those games where, yeah, he knows it's a little rough, but I can tell that my teammate was definitely a little lower level than the rest of the players in the game, and then we're barely gonna lose. And I kind of wish that I would have been able to carry him to victory, you know, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Saying that, however, this fight is pretty freaking gargantuan. Let's try to get a couple more things out here. Gonna get a couple turrets. I don't want to give up until it's time to give up, of course. Maybe I can get in here a little better. I have a base over here. Maybe I can re-establish that. Yeah, the problem is that it's so hard to rebuild your stuff. How many factories do I have building? Probably should have made an armory too. Let's make that now. I have 101 supply, but it's actually a pretty strong 101 supply. Wait, low key, guys? I know we're probably cooked, but I just really like if I can clutch this, that would be my best clutch ever. That's why it's a good motivator to keep trying, you know. Like, my opponents don't really have much, honestly. They really don't have much, but yeah, I don't think he's gonna let us get our Thors out, sadly. And do I have one armory alive? I do have one armory alive. I also have this guy. Okay, turrets. Oh, dude, the turrets were just about to finish under that freaking Tempest, which would have been absolutely delicious. I'm gonna try to steal some of his money. This Thor is still alive somehow. No idea how that happened. Let's drop a couple of mules over here. Yeah, he has a little bit too much indeed. GG well played is gonna have to be called. In game number 1, I would actually call it a success. I mean, it was very hard to tell, of course, because they were passive and stuff. But at some point, they did want to pressure. They had Cyclones, which is really good for the map control. And we were able to get away with an absolutely massive income. Let's go back to about 8 minutes, or let's say when I saturated this base. Oh my god. Wait. Our income is actually bigger than the entire enemy team. That is actually absurd. I didn't know it was this 1,600 gas a minute. Okay, this definitely worked. Come on, guys. Now, I mean, you can tell I was right. Once again, sorry to my ally. I really don't mean this in any rude way at all. But you could tell that there was a little bit of a mismatch in MMR. At 26 workers, absolutely no income. Barely had any units as well. But he did his best, you know? So shout out to him. He did his best. He even apologized for losing, which I really don't think you should, honestly. Like, I mean, if he was trolling me, sure, that's another thing, but he clearly tried his best, so let's give an applause for him. But still a fantastic game, and this was not the last one. Play another one. All right, game number 2 is with a Protoss against 2 Zergs. Okay, that is probably the scariest thing you can see if you want to play hidden expansions, because Zerg is really good at scouting, and particularly thinking about Zerglings, not Overlords or anything like that. I mean, if one of them would send an Overlord to the corner of the map, then I guess they're just 500 IQ geniuses. But sending Zerglings to the corner of map, that's honestly something... Wow, that's a lot of detail. Nice. Sending Zerglings to the corner of the map, a tip to you Zergs out there, is just something you should do every game. Because you're always going to have some leftover Zerglings, unless you're doing something very specific, right? And Zerglings are just really good at scouting. Another example is if you're playing against Protoss, for example, or maybe even against Terran, though against Terran is not as important. You should always have Zerglings on their potential third bases in front of their bases, so you can see if War Prism flies out, Oracle, anything, you know. So anyway, moral of the story is it's gonna be a hard one. Let's do it against double Zerg. I will go mech. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna go mech, actually, but I'm definitely... That's a... Huh? He doesn't even have a 4. Is he trying to scare them? If he's trying to scare them, I dig it. If he's gonna make like an ultra late forge or something, then I'm not 100% sure about that. Guess we'll see. Is he... Okay, dude, I legit thought he was gonna finish it there for a second. No one got scared, sadly. That would have been pretty beautiful if he, you know, did go for a forge and somehow got a really sick wall off or something like that. But not gonna happen this time. I do have to send my SCVs out a little early, by the way, because the Overlords are going to arrive. It's a pretty big map, but I would imagine Overlords are going to arrive maybe like 220 or something like that. That sounds about right. Against Zerg, I could do this ultra greedy, by the way. I could even do this before Cyclones / Hellions, I think. Maybe not the double. Okay, the double is a little much, but at least one I think I should be able to do. Yeah, I'm definitely scared of the Overlord on the left side. I think the Overlord is going to see me there. I also don't want to make my build too ridiculous and you know, go like no factory 4cc or skip units completely to make 4cc. Like it has to be a little reasonable, I would say. Maybe this Marine will find one for me. Find one of the Overlords, that'd be nice. I'm gonna send out another SCV. Let's see, I'll just attack it around here. I think that should work. If there's any drones I can kill with this bad boy. Maybe I can get this one that's annoyingly stuck in the mineral patch for him. Oh, that was cool. Let's be honest, I actually just looked him up there. That was very cool. I love that. He should be able to save that one, exactly. Maybe I can get one more depending on how many minerals he has, indeed. And we're gonna go for hidden base number 1. Oh, that is... I feel the pain, guys. What happened there, in case you guys are wondering, is he was distracted by the Reaper and didn't look at his Overlord. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Yo, by the way, I didn't actually think of this, but my teammate is doing the perfect strat. He's going for DTs, meaning that if they all-in us, which would be a weakness of this hidden expansion play, if they all-in us, he's going to be able to defend with DTs. Oh, that is cool. I think we might have accidentally found the best combo here. Let's see if I can kill this drone. I'll probably be able to get it, I think. Yeah, exactly, there you go. Now, circling speed did finish. I did indeed go for 4cc before making a single factory unit, but I do have faith in my teammate here.
Not enough minerals.
Is he... No! Oh, 7 HP, one shot away from dying. That would have been fantastic. Sadly not. I think it's already been a very good early game, to be honest. So at this point, I guess my mission here is to just be very distracting. If they don't have free mental space to be sending Zerglings around, they probably won't, right? And that's what I should be doing here. I could... No, okay, we're gonna stick to the strategy here. I was tempted to make those planetaries, but then you do kind of ruin the advantage of having hidden expansions in the first place, which is having a lot of money. Okay, that's gonna be a little painful. He is gonna see my teammate's Dark Shrine, I'm afraid. I can totally save this, though. Like, this is not something game losing or anything. I just kind of wish that the Dark Shrine wouldn't have been spotted. Actually, I think there's a good chance he didn't see it anyway. Okay, we're going to be able to kill a decent amount of Zerglings here, I think. Hellions obviously pretty good against those things. Exactly, there we go. And... Okay, for a second I thought I saw something red in the bottom left. I hope not. Okay, so I'm going to try to sync up with him, right? He is going towards the right side, so I'm going to send my Hellions to the left. Keep in mind, a lot of Zerglings were already killed. So either their economy is small, or they don't have units, right? It's going to be either of those. DTs are going to do very well here. Yeah, there's no Spore Crawler. That's nice. Going to be able to roast a couple drones on the left side here. And this is a really good position for us, because Hellions are just super good map control against Zerg if they don't go for roaches. So I think I'm just going to be able to have those hidden expansions for free. And the best part is that if they don't find it... Okay, I did see an Overseer morphing there, so the DTs are going to have a limit. If they don't find it, I don't have to worry about defending any other bases. It's a very difficult part about going up against Zerg, is that if you take bases, you spread yourself out more, and then it becomes very hard to defend. But if they're not aware of my hidden base, then I don't have as much ground that I need to cover, which is really nice. Really good job on the DTs, by the way, by Mr. Guy, of course. Let's see, what are my bases looking like? They're already starting to get some saturation on them, which is very nice. So far, I've seen a lot of Zerglings, which are not that threatening because I have a lot of Hellions, and I'm even making Blue Flame. But I did see Lingnitus. Okay, I was sure that was going to be a Roach Nidus. I was going to say I did see a Roach Worm. Let me just let him know that I'm coming. Which means I might have to build some more Cyclones. I mean, I'm not really going to take damage from these Lings, to be honest. Don't really have to worry about it very much. Yeah, Lingnitus is simply not the scariest thing ever. Like, if you're... Well, it's a good thing to do for macro games, but it's not something you're gonna lose the game to. I think that is the easiest way to explain it. Like, it's just never gonna do that much damage, but it's a good distraction for... Let's say if you want to go Ultralisk, right? Let's say that guy was me, probably making a hive already, you know? Then it would be a very good distraction. It's time for an engineering base, so I can make my next bases into planetaries. My economy is still going absolutely ham. Let's get the double armory now. Could also start going for tanks, but I feel like Cyclones are a little more versatile here when I'm not 100% sure what I want to do. Now, if this guy only has Zerglings, I can just dive in here, because even if he has 500, he is not going to beat the Hellions in that mineral line right there. I can guarantee you that, okay? Let's see, what do they have here? They're doing something. Are they just being very greedy, guys? I think, like, if they only have Lings, they are gonna die. Okay, that guy is definitely teching up, like I said. If this... I mean, he doesn't have anything. I'm sure he has the entire mineral lane saturated on the other base as well, right? Oh, this is gonna be so brutal. Oh, I'm gonna kill like 50 drones here, guys, with this run by. In fact, I already killed Red's workers. This might be a 60 drone attack. Oh my goodness, and how did they not make any units? I swear I'm gonna scan and there's a hive. Never mind. What? Okay, I think what happened here is that I underestimated our early game, probably, right? I think my teammate probably did more damage than I thought. I mean, look at the economy again. The hidden bases are just... Wait, did he? No way. Oh, he almost... Oh my god. Get forked, I guess. He did send an overlord to the corner, but he didn't see it. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like those Ling run-bys, in particular the Ling Nidus, could have been very devastating against his base, because I want to move out. And if there's Lings here, I would have had to stay at home, right? But the hidden bases just give me all this income for free, which is massive. Now, I do want to give credit where it's due properly, and I think that my teammates build pretty much won us the game. Or like if we go back a little bit closer to the DT drop, look at these guys' workers. Okay, 31 and 41. This guy wasn't mining from his main base for a while. This base was getting cooked as well. I think the DT drop really just cooked them really, really hard, and that's why they were behind. Like I thought they have a hive already before I scanned, right? This guy's probably going for a hive or some kind of mass roach play. Turned out they just got ultra cooked by the DTs. Well, I was so greedy that I had infinite resources. And the best thing is I made Hellions instead of Cyclones so I could defend their only unit, which was the Zergling. This was pretty much the perfect hidden expansion game. I would have loved if they defended the DTs a little better so we could really see it play out. But I'm not going to complain. Let's go play a final game. Okay, we're playing with a Protoss against a Terran and a Protoss, a mirror matchup. Now, this map already looks a little more difficult for hidden bases. I think we played two maps that were pretty good for it, right? Crimson Research Lab and Emerald City, I believe. This one is a little harder, mostly because this base in the corner, it's not really that far. I mean, if they would expand in a line, that's like one of their players' third base. Hello. uThermal plus Airtos. Great. Okay, so my teammate is a Skytos player. The more you know. Yeah, I'll give him a smiley face. I'm not sure which one of those is more dangerous. Me or a Skytos player. Skytos pretty dangerous too, I can't lie. Most of the time, not even I can overcome the Skytos. Right, there we go. Gateway is down. If he's playing Skytos, how would I complement that? Terran Protoss? I mean, it really depends on how they play, because... Actually, I'll let him have that base. Because... I should go double gas here. If they also go for Skytos, right? Because they easily could. Then it might even be smart for me to play, like, Widow Mines and Ghosts. So I can EMP their Phoenixes, burrow Widow Mines to catch them sometimes. If they're going to play a more normal style, then I should definitely go for tanks. Either way, hidden expansions are going to be great. I think I should probably take this one instead. I'm really not sure about the one on my side of the map, because it's... I don't know, like, what I just see happening is they just send a drop. Like, it's so close to our natural. If they just send a drop here, you know, they will already see it. So I'm really not excited about having to do that. There's a probe over here. Cannon rush, apparently. No, doesn't look like it. I have been tricked by my ally. That's all good. That's actually very good communication. He just wanted me to check. But this guy's not looking. Oh, okay, that would have been painful. For anyone that was just shook it, I think most of you are going to know that trick, but if your worker is stuck, you can just click it on the mineral patch and it will walk through the unit. That's how he got out of there. I can actually keep it on that probe, because then I can kill it pretty easily. That's going to be nice. Well, the other guy's going to have a Reaper too, but I am pretty confident that I can do a little bit of out-microing there. Okay. I'm just going to send it to the corner already, because he was really going back to his base. Going to take this base first. And then I think we have found ourselves into a pretty good setup here. Let's see if I can win like a Reaper fight or something that's going to make this game better instantly. Okay, no Reaper over here. I'll take my base now. I don't have a unit on the way, so The opponent's Reaper getting into my base could be a little bit annoying. Oh no, this is going to be painful for him. Can I block it with a grenade, actually? Probably not. No. Okay, that's actually a pretty funny experiment. I just got really curious all of a sudden. Like, would that work? No, I mean, I figured it wouldn't, but it was a good attempt anyway. Cyclones, probably. I'm just going to type that to him. Cyclones are going to be pretty bad against Widow Mines. I say carefully. They don't really have to be. But Widow Mines have potential against Cyclones. Let's put it that way. Okay, so that is hidden base number 1. I'm going to take the exact same base on the other side. Yeah, that actually got in. I have to imagine the Cyclone's going to hunt for that, but I don't want to YOLO in the Reaper right away. It's going to be a pretty nice bit of damage, though, right off the bat. Right off the bat, sorry. You try to saturate this base. Hellion. Okay, the Cyclone's here. So now I can probably go in. Let's see what I can find. Probably third command center. I was actually expecting a second factory. That's what I was about to say. Twilight Council as well. I really loved just how much I've gotten used to pinging for my allies. Like, it's really quite nice. Maybe I can just kill it. No, let's not do that. Okay, gonna burrow those over here. So maybe we can catch the Cyclone, go back in here. Ooh, that would have been nice to dodge. Sadly, not going to happen. I think in this game, we're gonna have to relax a little more on the speed of that second hidden expansion. So I'm going to make 3 factories first, and then I'll go for the hidden expansion after. It's really just Blink. 4-gate Blinks looks like. Okay, let me type that to him as well. What can I do to help my teammate? I mean, the main thing is really just making tanks. I'm not going to be able to... Oh! Oh, what? Oh, I thought that was going to shoot, actually. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. Oh, he does have the Phoenixes ready. I should probably move my Widow Mines consistently further up. I think that's the best way to go about it. Okay. Actually, I'm just going to go with his Phoenixes. I'm going to take this base now. That is... it's actually very good to take hidden bases when in these compositions, because they're going to try to keep us at home, you know? Or they would be able to contain us if I didn't have those bases already. So it's actually very nice to have, you know, the SCVs out already to make those bases. It's really, it could go either way. It's possible they scouted like almost instantly. It's possible they never scouted, so I guess we'll see. And they're going to go for that base now. I'm going to try to move up a little further even. I haven't seen the Stalkers, which annoys me a little bit. I would have liked to have seen those. That was barely going to burrow. Pretty cool. Yeah, Blink and Cyclones. They're really prepared against the Skytles. But are they going to be prepared enough? That's the question. My goal is to just have all the ramps covered. If I have all the ramps covered, it's going to make it much easier for my ally to maneuver around. Gives a lot of vision as well. Here, you can go over here to that ramp, and then these can go over to the left side. It might even be useful for me to see when I'm about to get scouted, you know? Wait, they saw that. I don't know what they saw it with. Probably just shot. Oh, boom. There you go. That's quite nice. Okay. I'm gonna send my tanks. Just to be a little careful there. Exactly. Let's try if I can bait him over here. That would be nice. My bases are still, you know, gonna provide us with the income we need, so we don't have to worry that much. Okay. Pretty good initial fight here. I think we can go for that, honestly. My teammate might be extra confident. Here we go. I'm just going to go with him. Add a couple more factories as well. Get this guy over here. And then I'll try to siege this one over here. Yeah, I don't want to walk my unsieged tanks over. I'm just going to try... Like, for example, the Cyclones could be flanking us, right? So I want to be extra careful. He's going to go for it now. I like his moves. I killed another unit over there, which is nice. And now my teammate should really just be expanding. That would be the best thing that he can do. Got a couple of cars over here. Oh, he went so far. Actually, no, he just forgot to cancel a couple of those lifts. The other tanks or the other Phoenixes were already back. But he's forgot to cancel a couple, so that's nice. To me, it looked like he was about to lose every single unit he's ever owned. So I'm happy that that was not the case. I think I'm going to go for tanks and drilling claws. It's really nice how good my economy is. Like, in these situations... It would have been very likely that my economy would have been absolutely garbage. But instead, it's actually pretty good. What is a little worrisome is just the fact that I do need an actual third base at some point, right? Here, I'm just going to cover these ramps again. Cover this entrance as well, I think. I do think my teammate probably likes the fact that I have these hidden bases, but it's always hard to tell. I mean, his base is very nicely covered for now, right? So he's going to be happy with my defense there. That's why he's also moving across very confidently. Yeah, he's going to catch a couple cyclones. That is great. Ooh, that's a dark shrine. And I do not have detection here for now. Yeah. Yeah, I do not have detection at all. It's going to be a while, I'm afraid. I have one thingy now. I'll just try to kill this one. He does have Stargate, so he can pretty easily make an Oracle. But he does actually have to get that up. Yeah, we're going to take a really insane crapload amount of damage to this. But nothing we can do about it for now. I'll just get some turrets up here. I hope he's actually making an Oracle. Yeah, he is making an Oracle, but it's going to take a while. Okay. Hear these ones? If you're paying attention, my friend, please, please, please. No, he wasn't looking. You have to look, my friend. I'm trying to help you over here. Okay. Please, stop going away. Okay, well, we're gonna get this one anyway with the tanks, I think. Exactly. That DT is barely in range. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And I got this one coming up as well. I do have a turret over here, so I can kill these. Guess I'll go for the planetary now. Okay, my Widow Mine there died. That's a little bit worrisome. I think it's gonna be alright, though. Yeah, it's just the Stalkers, really. I can just probably just take this base, actually, over here. And I still have a lot of supply. Not much to complain about, really. That base also finishes. Might be able to escape with that, even, which is very nice. And I mean, in the end, I have 140 supply. I can send money if you need. Let me just let him know that I am willing to do that for my homie. He still has a really big army. He found this by accident, you can tell. Yeah, okay, he wants a lot of money, exactly. There we go. I just wanted to make sure that he was aware that I was a good teammate. Let's see, I do have another scan here, so I can just chill my tanks over here for now. There we go. Probably get a sensor tower as well, and then I can just lift this over to this base. How is everything looking? This base is gonna get up pretty soon. 65 SCVs is not fantastic, to be honest. Well, I mean, it's okay considering the situation, really. Like, we have the better army by far. I have a lot of command centers, which compensates for me not having that many workers. But it's definitely suboptimal. Oh, I've been rallying a lot of units to their death, to be honest. I have not done the best job with that. I have to be honest. Maybe it's time for me to get some Cyclones as well. Oh, he has DT Blink. Okay, well, those are gonna die pretty much right away, so I don't really mind that too much. But it is good to know. DT Blink. Or he just walked in a million DTs, but I really doubt that he did that, to be honest. That would have been a bit absurd, but you never know. Let's see. Try to get these to the gold base. I haven't seen tanks yet from Mr. Terran guy, so it's possible that I can actually mine from this. If he does have tanks, it's obviously not going to happen. If he doesn't have tanks, then we're going to be okay. Let's see. He's probably making carriers by now. Oh, he only... let me just ping that for him, so he knows. He's probably wondering how on earth I saw that. I'm just gonna ping it twice for him, so he sees. He hasn't started carriers yet, which is a little bit of a problem. Without carriers, we are not going to win this game. I mean, I have a big army, but they are way richer than us at this point. And do another scan just to see what's going on. Starport's over there. This is not going to be defended. But this base I can actually defend. If he attacks in here, we are going to absolutely cook him. So that would be very good news. I think we just go for that, actually. Here, let's go for that, I think. Go, 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 I believe. Okay, yes. Okay, it's going to be a lot of Stalkers dying. Very nice. What I'm talking about. Here, let me just repair this turret real quick. I'll make another one, too. Okay, that's pretty good. Well, little skirmish, I would say. It's not really a fully fledged fight that we took. Okay, he wants more money. I'll just send it to him. Like, I'm once again, I'm pretty rich. Like, the hidden bases once again work, guys. I'm telling you. Okay. Quite nice. Here, I'm ready to go for this. I'll just siege in range so the Stalkers can't blink behind it. It's going to be another successful fight over here. I mean, the tank Phoenix composition is just really powerful. It's incredibly freaking powerful. Like, the Phoenixes can counter all of the small stuff that's good against tanks. Well, okay, it doesn't counter Archons, right? Archons are good against both mech and Phoenixes, but like Zealots, for example, those kind of things would get countered by the Phoenixes. Here, I can't really do much against that lib. Just gonna have that live for now. Let's see. Okay, so his base is over here. I'm just gonna siege all of these tanks. Put a couple more turrets over there as well. That would be smart to get a couple more factories on this side. I like how all hidden expansions have actually transported into being real bases, which is very cool, honestly. Like, normally you would imagine the moment your hidden expansion gets scouted, you are cooked, you know? You're just absolutely cooked. But that is really not what happened. It got scouted, and then we just transformed into real bases. We still got the benefits from the hidden bases itself, and we were able to use them again later. It looks like he... Okay, he wanted to attack, but he was like, hell no. We're gonna get absolutely deep fried if we do that. There's a couple of units over there. Do I have mobile units? Well, actually, the Phoenixes are perfect against that, so I really don't have to worry about it. I'm just gonna try to slowly siege upon this Terran base. I got the left side covered as well. Make sure I don't lose my dudes to the Widow Mines. That would be very dumb. See if I can win the snipe battle. Barely not, I think. Maybe with the range? No, okay, we're not gonna lose. He had vision as well, so... Gonna keep shooting with that. There's a lot of units over here. This is going to be a decent fight, I would say. I think he would barely win that fight, probably. Let me just make sure to target the Stalkers. And yeah, it's going to be okay. Like, I have the planetary behind here, you know. It's really not... Actually, I don't have the plan... Ooh. Okay, I mean, it's still going to be a good fight, but that is a little unfortunate. I really thought I did have the planetary there. But I guess it's because I had in my head that I was going to make the planetary there. That's what happened. Okay, we're gonna switch on to mass cyclone style now. I think that would be nice. If I get these planetaries up, all of a sudden we are going to be completely good. Up until that point, might actually be a little scary. Okay, he's gonna move the Phoenixes over there. Let's see if I can save one of these. Looks like I will. And now my teammate is gonna have the carriers, which will be fantastically useful. More than fantastically useful even. Lifesavers. Wait, I thought I made the extra factory. Oh, I lost my barracks in that exact moment? Where was my barrier? I don't even know where it was. Like, I know I sent it somewhere by accident because I always do that, but I don't actually remember where I left it this time. That was to the best, I guess. I'm just gonna go on, take another base. I really do like the what do you call it? I was gonna say mechanic. That's not the word I was looking for. The situation, I'm really not quite sure what the word I was looking for, but the situation we have going here where I just made sure to get a crap ton of money, my teammate made sure to get the right production, and now I've just been feeding him money whenever he needed it. Now he has a killer army. You can look at the minimap, and you can realize that Teal is being absolutely deep fried as we speak. He did break two planetaries. I don't think it's going to be a big problem whatsoever, honestly. That is assuming that this... I mean, okay, I've played enough 2v2s to know that that army is very unlikely to die. Like, those armies, they're realistically a little bit too strong in 2v2, like the Skytos armies. I don't think it's gonna die. If they fight together, there's a chance. I don't really think it's gonna happen, to be honest. He blinks forward. He's gonna get absolutely owned by those tanks. Let me make sure to target down those Templars so they don't get too many storms off. And I think even without my teammates' help, I can slowly... take this army down. It's gonna take a little while, but we are gonna get there. There's only Stalkers and Colossus left. Both are not that good against tanks, actually. Let's see if I can maybe get the Colossus with the Cyclone lock-on. I think I will be able to if I micro correctly. Also got a couple of... Oh, barely not. Oh, he blinked forward. No. No. Ouch. I've been there. I've been there. Yeah, that guy is clearly very tired of playing against Airtos. Not gonna lie, I can't blame him. I'm still happy with this game because our strategy was very cool, but I'm never gonna blame someone for being frustrated losing against Skytos because it is just very difficult. And once again, guys, I would say 2-1 in terms of... Wait, it was 2-1, right? I think we lost the first game and then we won the other two. Once again, the hidden base just worked. I mean, look at this. My teammate struggled with the defense. And even if I spend my money on something else, it's just kind of hard to defend those bases early on when you play Phoenix. Our opponents played it fantastically. They kind of blind countered my teammate's carrier style by playing active Cyclone plus Stalker. My teammate wasn't able to get income. They thought I also wasn't, but because of the hidden base, we had the income. And perhaps most importantly, I had enough gas from 8 gases to fund both carriers and my mech. And that's what allowed us to stay in the game and win the game in the end. Very happy with this. Hidden bases look very, very strong in 2v2. Obviously, until you find someone who scouts like an absolute demon lord and finds them and kills them, then it's going to look stupid. But for now, it looked fantastic. And that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys had a fantastic time. If you did, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel. And I'll see y'all for the next one. Adios.